You know that feeling, right? You're booking a flight and you see a long layover in Doha and you just, ugh. Well, what if I told you we're going to turn that dreaded wait into a legit, amazing mini vacation? Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to use Qatar's special transit visa to get out of the airport and explore. Let's dive in.
Seriously, we've all been there. You see that 10-hour, 12-hour, whatever hour layover, and your heart just sinks. You're picturing yourself trying to sleep on those rock-hard airport chairs, endlessly scrolling on your phone. It just feels like a total waste of time, a roadblock on your way to where you actually want to go.
But what if it's not a roadblock at all? What if it's actually an opportunity in disguise? A chance to bag a whole other country, get a new stamp in your passport, and make some incredible memories, all without buying a separate plane ticket.
So what's the secret? What's the key that unlocks this whole thing? It's Qatar's free transit visa. It's a brilliant little program specifically designed for travelers like us passing through Hamad International Airport.
So what is it exactly? Well, think of it as your official permission slip to leave the airport. It's a temporary visa that lets you break free from the transit area, go check into a hotel, wander around the city, grab some amazing food, basically to actually experience Qatar before you hop on your next flight. And get this, we're not just talking about a quick run into town for an hour or two. This visa is valid for up to 96 hours. That is 4 full days. You can genuinely transform a simple layover into a proper short holiday. That's a game changer. Okay, and now for the absolute best part, the price tag. For anyone who's eligible, this visa is 100% free. Yep, you heard that right. Zero. Zilch. It costs you absolutely nothing to get the visa to go explore a new country for up to 4 days. It is one of the best travel hacks out there, period. All right, so what's the catch? There has to be a catch, right? Well, not really a catch, but there are definitely some rules you've got to follow. So let's break down exactly who qualifies for this awesome deal. First things first, let's figure out if you even need to bother with this. It's pretty simple. If your layover is more than 5 hours long and you want to get out of the airport for any reason, you need the visa. But if you're just planning to stay inside the transit lounge, or, and this is a big one, if you're lucky enough to be a citizen of one of the over 100 countries that get visa-free entry to Qatar anyway, then you can just ignore all this and waltz right out. Okay, so if you do need the visa, these are the non-negotiables. Both of your flights, the one coming into Doha and the one leaving, have to be on Qatar Airways. Your layover has to be in that sweet spot between 5 and 96 hours. Your passport needs at least 6 months validity from the day you land, and this one's important, you have to be flying onward to a third country. So a trip from New York to Doha and back to New York doesn't count. Okay, so you've ticked all the boxes. You're eligible. Fantastic. Now for the big question. How do you actually get this visa? The process has changed recently, so you're going to want to pay close attention to this part. And here is the crucial update, the thing that confuses almost everyone. If you Google this, you'll find a million articles talking about an online portal. Well, that old online application portal is currently suspended. It's down, so the methods we're about to talk about are pretty much the only ways to get it done right now. The absolute best and most reliable way is to do it when you're first booking your flights, using what I call the multi-city trick. On the Qatar Airways site, instead of a normal round-trip search, you go to Advanced Search and click Multi-City. Then you build your trip in legs. So leg 1 is, say, London to Doha. Leg 2 is Doha to Singapore. You pick your flights, make sure that gap in Doha is between 5 and 96 hours, and when you finish the booking, that's it. It automatically starts the visa process for you. Easy. But what if you've already bought your tickets? Don't panic. You can go old school and visit a Qatar Airways ticketing office in person with your details, and they can handle it. And for the true last-minute people, there is an option to apply right when you land at the Discover Qatar desk at the airport. Just know that this last resort option isn't free. It'll cost you 100 Qatari riyals. All right, the logistics are sorted. You've got your visa plan. Now, let's get to the really fun part. What are you actually going to do with all this awesome extra time in Qatar? The name you need to remember is Discover Qatar. They're the official tour company for the airline, and they've put together a ton of amazing packages and tours that are tailor-made for people on a layover. If you've got an overnight layover or even a couple of days, you have to look at their Stopover hotel packages. This is where things get, frankly, a little unbelievable. Okay, just look at these prices. A 4-star hotel for as little as $14 a night. A five-star hotel for $24. No, that is not a typo. I did not miss a zero. These prices are real. They're heavily subsidized because they want you to get out and see the country. It's an absolutely unbeatable deal. But okay, maybe you don't have enough time for a hotel stay. Maybe you've just got 8 or 9 hours to kill. No problem at all. They've got a whole menu of shorter transit tours designed to fit perfectly into that kind of window. You can do a whirlwind city tour to see all the highlights. You could go on a desert safari adventure out to the incredible inland sea. Or if you're really short on time, you can even take a guided tour of the amazing art installations right there inside the airport. There really is something for every time frame and every budget.
So the next time you're booking a flight and you see that long layover pop up on your screen, you have a choice. Is it going to be an obstacle, a boring wait in a terminal? Or is it an opportunity, a launch pad for a bonus adventure? With the Qatar Transit Visa, making that choice is easier than ever.